Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving straight into an abstract watercolour seascape full of texture, movement and the cutest little collage fish you've ever seen. We're using netting as a stencil to build the sea background, then cutting up old abstract grid art to create tiny fish with loads of personality. And of course, we'll finish with some pens and Posca details to make everything shimmer. So let's get straight into it. So I've done a base wash onto my cold press watercolour page, and then I'm placing a piece of netting. This could be fruit bag netting, craft mesh, anything with holes right over that paint. Then I'm adding a purple here, and the paint settles around the netting and creates this gorgeous watery pattern. It instantly feels like ripples, currents and shifting light under the sea. So this is a layering process, so you need to let each layer dry before then adding some more paint. I've grabbed the Malachite watercolour paint and I've grabbed my large flat brush and I'm adding another layer to the page. You can use darker tones, deep indigos, ocean greens, and that will add some depth to your painting. And lifting off the netting, you can see the magic here. It instantly feels like ripples, currents, and that shifting light you get under the sea. Adding now this turquoise colour, and I'm going to make sure that I get that all over the page. So I'm going to lift that netting, then move it to the other side. So I make sure that I get good coverage onto the page. Pulling it off again and you can see the ripples here. Really interesting kind of texture. So we're going to be adding some plants to the seabed. So I'm just using the shape of the brush, squashing it down onto the page, and I've got this lovely lush purple. So I'm not really thinking about it, just pressing that paintbrush onto the page to create these lovely little plants that are under the sea. So once I've done that, I've then grabbed my abstract grid art. I did this maybe, I don't know, a few months ago, and I really love the pattern on this. And I will leave a link at the end of this video so you can see how to create this particular abstract. So I'm just cutting them all up, cutting out the squares because we don't want white fish, any white bits on there. We just want the lovely coloured bits, and you can see here the lovely patterns that are left on there. So you can do this while you let your background dry, and then you're cutting out some simple shapes like ovals, triangles for tails, nothing complicated. The imperfections make them adorable. Each fish looks like it has its own little bit of personality. Some are bold, some are shy, some are a little bit quirky. So I'm utilising some of the patterns that we've already got on the abstracts. So some bits are really good for the tail, like you can see here. I love the shapes that are on there, and then some of the round circles you can use as an eye. So you just go with the flow, but we are going to be adding some personality onto these fish by adding some pen. So don't worry if you haven't got lines that are exactly like this. So I've added some gold. I've got some gold acrylic ink, and unfortunately you can't see that because I lost the video, I couldn't find it. And now I've had a look at my fish to see how that would look, and now I'm outlining that acrylic ink. So using metallics within your seascape adds that little bit of shimmer. Little highlights on the waves, tiny sparkles around the fish, maybe a glint of light here and there. Then I'm switching to the Posca pens for the bolder marks. So I'm using the pink Posca pen, adding circles around the bubbles and adding that definition. And again, using the pink Posca pen to add some detail onto the fish. So adding some little personality by adding their eyes and adding their mouth. And then I grabbed a black Posca pen just to put the little centre of their eyes and a little bit of personality. You can see the little faces here, how each one is slightly different from the other, and they have their own little bit of personality going on there. So I'm just peeling away the tape, and I am now outlining some of the plants that we've already painted, because I thought that they needed a bit of sparkle to them. And then once I've done that, I'm gonna grab my ruler, and then we are gonna then outline the edge where the white little bit of framing is, because I wanted to add a nice frame around this just to make it a little bit more interesting. So adding those lines onto the page. So you can see here, just going around and filling that up nicely. And I love a little bit of a border. It just makes it a little bit more interesting. Sometimes the white border can look a bit boring, a little bit bland, and this just adds a little bit more, you know, a little bit more quirkiness to your page. So once I've finished that, I'm then going to move on, and I'm going to have a look at where these fish placements are going to be. So I'm putting them onto the page before I stick them down, before I commit to anything, because then you can move them around. And I'm going to leave them there whilst I then get the glue and add the glue to them. So I've got the Mod Podge, and I've got an old brush, and I'm just brushing that glue onto the back of the page. So I hope you like this. If you like this, maybe you'll consider liking, subscribing and hyping. And I've also got a members page. There's a join button below. If you want to take a look, you could become a supporter, which supports the channel, or a super supporter, where you get videos first and you get super supporter videos. So if you've got time, take a look and see whether it's something you'd like to join. Okay, so I am now weighing down all of those lovely fish. And then I've waited for it to dry, and I'm just going to pull them up there so you can see them. And I thought it'd be nice to add some bubbles going over the fish. So it sort of then anchors them down into the painting, I feel. So I'm adding those lovely dots right across them, over the top, going towards the top of the page, as those bubbles are coming from the sea surface, so the sea bottom. And then I'm just outlining with a bit of white. You could outline with a bit of silver, that would be nice, or a little bit of your gold, and that just gives that lovely little shimmer to your painting, just as the light catches the waves. So here you can see the finished object. I did outline the fish, and then I put a border around them, and I thought that looked really nice with their tails hanging off. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and let me know whether you're going to try. Would love to hear from you. Okay then, see you soon. Bye.